If you work in any safety-conscious industry, you've definitely heard about the OSHA 30-hour card. But what is it really? Is it just a longer, more boring version of the 10-hour training? Well, the answer is a hard no. Today, we're going to break down exactly why the OSHA 30 is the credential that really separates the workers from the leaders, and how it can be your ticket to that next promotion.
Okay, let's just jump right in with this, because this quote nails it. So many people think the 30-hour course is just more of the same, but it's not. It's built on a completely different philosophy. It's designed not just for safety awareness, but for safety responsibility. We're talking about learning to lead a crew safely, not just being a safe member of one.
So this really frames the choice in front of you, doesn't it? Are you happy being a knowledgeable worker on the job site, or are you aiming for that leadership spot? Your whole approach to OSHA training can actually define that path. Let's start with the baseline, the thing everybody gets. The OSHA 10, it's essential. Think of it as Safety 101, the foundation for absolutely everyone on a job site. It gives entry-level workers that crucial understanding of their rights, what their employer has to do, and how to spot the most common hazards. It's kind of like the universal language of job site safety. But it is, by its very design, just an introduction.
Okay, so let's build on that. Getting the 30-hour card isn't just about putting in 20 more hours in a classroom. Those extra hours are dedicated to a whole different skill sets, one that's focused on management, on compliance, and on authority.
And this chart just lays out the difference perfectly. I mean, look at the target audience. OSHA 10 is for laborers, apprentices. OSHA 30, that's for foremen, project managers, and the safety guys. The whole focus shifts from just recognizing a hazard to actively managing safety programs and compliance. It's the move from doing the work to overseeing the work. And that's the key word right there, implement. An OSHA 10 holder knows how to follow the rules of the safety program, but an OSHA 30 holder, they know how to create, manage, and enforce that program. It gives you the knowledge and, just as important, the authority to stop unsafe work and protect your entire team.
So what exactly are you learning in those 30 hours that makes such a huge difference? Let's peel back the layers on the curriculum, and we'll focus on the construction industry track, since that's one of the most common ones. The whole course is structured to build a really comprehensive leadership skill set. You've got 15 hours of mandatory, non-negotiable core topics. Then there are 12 hours of electives, so you can tailor the training to your specific job site, and a few optional hours to go even deeper. But it's this mandatory core where the real transformation happens. So, the curriculum has expanded versions of some OSHA 10 topics, sure, but the real game changer is that 2-hour module, right there in the middle, that's totally exclusive to the 30-hour course. It's called Managing Safety and Health, and this is the cornerstone of its leadership training.
This is where you learn the actual practical skills of being a supervisor. You're not just learning what a hazard looks like anymore. You're learning how to conduct formal job site inspections, how to properly investigate an accident to make sure it never happens again, and how to analyze the entire work site for risks. This is the daily work of foremen and safety directors.
Now, beyond the management skills, the OSHA 30 goes incredibly deep on the most critical life or death hazards. This is where the training gets really intense because it's all about preventing fatalities. So let me just ask you, what do you think are the deadliest, most persistent killers on a construction site? OSHA has identified them, and they are the absolute #1 priority of this training. And here they are, the Focus 4. Falls, electrocution, struck by incidents, and caught in or between hazards. You put them all together, and these 4 categories account for the vast majority of deaths in the construction industry, year after year. The OSHA 30 doesn't just mention them, it dissects them. Get this, a full 6 hours of the mandatory training time is dedicated only to the Focus 4. Think about that for a second. That's more than half of the entire OSHA 10 course spent just on these 4 killers. The depth is staggering. It covers everything from prevention and protection to rescue. This is how you build real expertise. So after you complete all this intensive training, you get a tangible credential that's recognized all over the country. And it's way more than a certificate. It's a physical card from the U.S. Department of Labor. And this is the card itself, what people call a DOL card. It's durable, plastic, fits in your wallet, and it carries the full weight of the Department of Labor. When a project manager or a site owner asks for your credentials, this is what they want to see. It's your proof of advanced safety competence. Which brings us to probably the most common question I hear. Once you have it, is it good for life? The answer is
Yes, but. Well, it's a little complicated.
Okay, so at the federal level, your OSHA 30 card does not expire. Once you earn it, it's technically yours forever. However, federal is the key word there. Your job site doesn't exist in a federal vacuum.
The reality is, a lot of states, cities, and employers have their own rules. For instance, if you're a construction worker in Nevada or New York City, you have to renew your training every 5 years. And beyond that, tons of employers and union contracts require refresher courses every 3 to 5 years just to keep you sharp. The golden rule is simple. Always, always check the requirements for your specific location and your job. All right, let's bring this all home. We've seen that the OSHA 30 isn't just more training. It's a completely different kind of training. It's a credential designed for leadership, and that is precisely why it's your ticket to a promotion. Earning that card shows a commitment to safety that goes way beyond just yourself. It proves you have the in-depth knowledge to manage a site and make sure it's compliant. It gives you the documented training to confidently walk onto a site, see something unsafe, and stop the work, knowing you're protecting everyone under your watch.
So if you're eyeing that foreman or supervisor position, you got to stop thinking of the OSHA 30 as an option. It's a prerequisite. It's the official credential that tells management, your crew, and maybe most importantly yourself, that you are ready to take on the responsibility of leadership. If you're ready to take that next step from worker to leader, the path is pretty clear. And to help you on that journey, make sure you subscribe to HSE's study for our new Career Pathways series. We break down exactly what credentials you need to get that next promotion. And as part of that series, you're not going to want to miss this, we'll be releasing in-depth study guides for each of the major OSHA 30 modules we've talked about to help you master the material. So don't get left behind. Go ahead and subscribe now and get ready to lead.